Hello everybody, welcome to jurycentral.com online classes for law exams. So today I will be discussing with you the current affairs and contemporary legal issues for the month of June 2021. So I will be discussing here the important international, national and the legal news which have done the headlines for this month of June 2021, and I will be discussing only the important news events. So let us start. So this is the news of today. Balaji Srivastava given additional charge of Delhi Commissioner. Senior IPS officer Balaji Srivastava will hold the additional charge of Delhi Police Commissioner when incumbent SN Srivastava retires on Wednesday, the Home Ministry said. Next one is very important case law and it has been held just yesterday. So the case is rape problems and miseries of migrant laborers. So in this case, the court has said that has directed the central government and the state government to ensure that no migrant worker goes hungry. So let us see the judgment. So this decision has been held by a bench of Supreme Court Justices Ashok Bhushan and M.R. Shah in their 80-page judgment. In this, the court set July 31st as the deadline for the centre and the states to ensure they are bound in duty that none among the estimated 38 crore migrant workers who form 1/4 of the country's population goes hungry during the pandemic. The court ordered the state governments to frame schemes to distribute dry rations to migrant workers by July 31st. And it has been held in this case that right to food, one of the bare necessities of life, was an intrinsic part of the right to live with dignity, the court told the government. So it has read right to food in the lines of Article 21. The court also slammed the Labour Ministry for its unpardonable apathy in not completing the work of the 45.39 crore national database for unorganized workers portal to register and identify migrant workers and unorganized laborers to ensure their rights, welfare and food security. So in overall, the court has given the 31st of July, it has ordered all the states to implement one nation, one ration card scheme by July 31st. The scheme allows migrant laborers covered under the National Food Security Act to access food at any fair price shop with his or her ration card in any of the country. Then tenure of the Attorney General K.K. Venugopal extended by a year. So Mr. Venugopal will continue as a government's top law officer till June 30th, 2022. This is the second time the centre has extended the tenure. The 89-year-old took over as the 15th Attorney General after senior advocate Mukul Rohtagi demitted office citing personal reasons. Then National Statistics Day. Yesterday, that means June 29th, every year it is celebrated as National Statistics Day to commemorate the birth anniversary of Professor P.C. Mahalanobis. So the theme of this day was Sustainable Development Goals: End Hunger, Achieve Food Security and Improve Nutrition and Promote Sustainable Agriculture. Then Cipla receives DGCI note to import Moderna's vaccine for emergency use in India. So this is the current news. This is the news of today. The Drug Controller General of India on June 29, 2021 granted permission to Cipla, a Mumbai-based multinational pharmaceutical company, to import Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine for the restricted emergency use in India. So for the emergency use in India, DGCI has approved this vaccine. Then T20 World Cup to be held in UAE, Oman confirms ICC. The International Cricket Council has confirmed that the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021 will be held in UAE and Oman because of the ongoing COVID-19 situation in India. So it will be held outside India. Then Asia's longest high-speed track for automobiles inaugurated in India, and it is actually situated in Indore. The track is the longest such track in Asia and world's 5th longest. Then Gaganyaan mission, ISRO to launch first uncrewed mission in December 2021. The ISRO has said that in December 2021, as part of the human space flights program, Gaganyaan will be launched due to disruption caused in the hardware delivery schedules during the first and second wave of COVID-19. So with the success of the Gaganyaan mission, India would become the fourth country to successfully launch a crewed mission into space after the US, China, USSR and Russia. So India will become the fourth after sending its manned mission to moon. Then European Space Agency to launch first disabled astronaut in space. The European Space Agency has announced its plan to hire and launch the world's first physically disabled astronaut. The chief of European Space Agency is Joseph Ashbacher. Then Goa becomes first rabies-free state in the country, CM Pramod Sawant. So according to the Chief Minister, the state hasn't reported a single rabies case in the last 3 years, making Goa the first rabies-free state in India. The task was carried out by the Mission Rabies Program. The Order of Polar Star, EILCMD, honored with the highest civilian award of Mongolia. The Order of the Polar Star is the highest civilian award of Mongolia. R.K. Sabharwal, the chairman and managing director of Engineers India Limited, has been honored with the highest civilian award of Mongolia, the Order of Polar Star. Then China starts operating world's second largest hydropower dam despite environmental damage warnings. China began operating the world's second largest hydropower station on June 28. The Chinese officials have hailed it as a milestone towards Beijing's carbon neutrality goals despite the warnings of the environmental damage. So it is actually the height of the dam is 289 meter, that means 948 feet high, and it is known as Baihetan Hydropower Station. It is situated in southwest China, and it is second in the world only to the country's Three Gorges Dam in terms of power generation. Then Smart City Awards. Central government on June 25, 2021 declared Smart City Awards 2021 in Uttar Pradesh emerged on top, followed by Madhya Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Then Shafali Verma becomes youngest Indian cricketer to make debut in all formats. Shafali Verma at the age of 17 years and 150 days made her ODI debut to achieve the feat. It made her the fifth youngest cricketer overall in the list, which is headed by Afghanistan's Mujib-ur-Rahman. Opener Shafali Verma, 27, 2021, become the youngest the youngest Indian cricketer to make debut across all the formats after being picked for the first one-day international against England women here. So she has debuted against England women when she was just 17 years and 150 days. PM Modi inaugurates Jain Garden Kaizen Academy in Gujarat. So Prime Minister has inaugurated this garden and the academy through video conferencing. And while inaugurating the two projects, the Prime Minister elaborated on his vision of creating a mini Japan in Gujarat. Then Sajan Prakash becomes first Indian swimmer to qualify for Tokyo Olympics. He achieved the feat by clocking 1 hour 56 minutes 38 seconds in men's 200 meter butterfly at the Seth Kohli Trophy in Rome, Italy. Serum Institute manufactures first batch of Covovax, says Adar Poonawalla. So Covovax is a COVID-19 vaccine developed by Novavax Inc. Poonawalla in a tweet said that Covovax has great potential at offering protection to our future generations below the age of 18, and the trials are still underway. And Poonawalla in March 2021 had informed that the clinical trials for Covovax vaccine are underway in India and the vaccine will be launched by September 2021. Then ISSF World Cup 2021, in which Indian shooter Saurabh Chaudhary wins bronze medal. He wins this medal in men's 10-meter air pistol shooting at the ISSF World Cup 2021 in Osijek, Croatia. Japan approves world's biggest free trade agreement involving China and ASEAN. Japan on 25th of January 2021 ratified the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, which is a free trade agreement between Australia, China and Association of Southeast Nations. So Japan has become the third member to ratify the agreement, which was signed by 15 countries in November 2020. Among the signatories, China and Singapore have completed the ratification procedures, although India was also a member, but later on it withdrew itself. Then World Health IP trade bodies launched joint platform to tackle COVID-19. The leaders of the WIPO, World Health Organization and the World Trade Organization said that through the platform, countries will be able to access the expertise in places where the three fields cross over in battling the pandemic. The WHO chief, which is Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, WTO Director General is Gochi Okonjo-Iweala, and the head of the WIPO is Darren Tang, had met on June 15, 2021 when they agreed to work together more closely to support the access to medical technologies to tackle COVID crisis. Then Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju launches India's Olympic theme song, which is composed by Mohit Chauhan, and the games will be opened on July 23, 2021. The song is titled Tu Thaan Le. Then International Day of the Seafarer. June 25 is observed as the Day of the Seafarer every year, and this year the Day of Seafarer is being observed as an opportunity to express our gratitude to seafarers who were on the front line amid the COVID-19 pandemic, facing difficulties around port access, resupply, repatriation, crew changeovers, etc. The theme was Fair Future for Seafarers. Then government signs $32 million with World Bank to improve healthcare services in Mizoram. The government of India and the World Bank have signed a $32 million Mizoram Health System Strengthening Project for improving the management capacity and the quality of health services in Mizoram. Then Gujarat CM Vijay Rupani launches Agricultural Diversification Scheme 2021. Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani on June 22, 2021, he launched the Agricultural Diversification Scheme. The scheme will benefit One Bandhu Kalyan Yojana farmers in tribal areas while making agriculture sustainable and profitable in tribal areas in Gujarat. Then mega comet UN 271 with size of dwarf planet enters planetary system may cross Saturn by 2031. This is a prediction. The mega comet, namely 2014 UN 271, is expected to pass by the Sun by 2031. So this question is relating to science and technology, bringing it closest to Saturn's orbit. The mega comet was identified during the astronomical findings of the Dark Energy Survey that captured data between 2014 and 2018. World Olympic Day. So every year on June 33rd is celebrated as World Olympic Day. The International Olympic Committee was formed on June 23rd, 1894 in Sorbonne, Paris. Pierre de Coubertin had founded the committee and laid the foundation of the modern day Olympic Games. Then International Widow Days. Every year on June 23rd is celebrated as International Widows Day. The theme of this year was Invisible Women in Invisible Problems. So it is celebrated to address the poverty and the injustice faced by millions of widows and the dependents all over the world. WWF India names Upasana Kamineni as Ambassador of Forest Frontline Heroes. Apollo Hospitals Director Upasana Kamineni has been named as the Ambassador of Forest Frontline Heroes by the Worldwide Fund for Nature, India. Then Malaysia surpasses Indonesia to be India's biggest crude palm oil exporter. Malaysia on June 22, 2021 surpassed Indonesia to become India's biggest crude palm oil exporter in 2020-2021. Last year, Indonesia imposed heavy taxes on exports of edible oil. This is the reason why Malaysia surpassed Indonesia in its in exporting crude oil to India. Great Barrier Reef should be listed in Endangered World Heritage Sites UN Committee. So the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization Committee on June 22nd, 2021 recommended that the Great Barrier Reef should be added to a list of endangered World Heritage Sites. The UN committee under the aegis of UNESCO said that the world's biggest coral reef system has deteriorated and action is required to counter the effect of climate change. However, the recommendation has drawn opposition from Australia, stating political interference. Then Raghuram Rajan Esther Duflo to be part of Tamil Nadu's Economic Advisory Council to CM. The government of Tamil Nadu has decided to set up a 5-member Economic Advisory Council to the Chief Minister with the leading economic experts across the world as its members. The Economic Advisory Council to Tamil Nadu CM will comprise of Nobel laureate Esther Duflo and the former Governor of Reserve Bank of India Raghuram Rajan, along with 3 other members. Swedish PM Stefan Löfven loses no confidence vote. Sweden Prime Minister Stefan Löfven lost the no confidence vote conducted in the Swedish Parliament on June 21, 2021. So he has become the first Prime Minister in Swedish history to be ousted by a no confidence motion. Then India successfully test fires Pinaka rockets can destroy target up to 45 km. So this test has been done by Defence Research Development Organization on Friday, and it is believed that the indigenously developed Pinaka rockets and 122mm of caliber rockets from a multi-barrel rocket launcher at the integrated test range in Chandipur of the coast in Odisha. So DRDO has successfully test fired the Pinaka rockets and 122mm caliber rockets from a multi-barrel rocket launcher where at the Chandipur of the coast of Odisha. Then the next one is Montek Ahluwalia, named member of high-level advisory group formed by World Bank IMF. Montek Singh Ahluwalia has been named as a member of a high-level advisory committee formed by the World Bank and International Monetary Fund amid the dual crisis posed by climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic. Then India ranks 120th in Sustainable Development Report. The 6th edition of the Sustainable Development Report released on June 14, 2021 ranked India at 120th out of 165 countries with a country score of 60.1. Finland topped the rankings with a score of 85.90, followed by Sweden with 85.61. Then third one is Denmark with 84.86, Germany at 82.48, and the fifth one is Belgium with 82.19. The Sustainable Development Report, formerly the SDG Index and Dashboard, is the first study worldwide that assesses each country based on its performance against all 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Then Indian Navy European Union Naval Force held first joint exercise in Gulf of Aden. In a first, the Indian Navy participated in a joint naval exercise with the European Union Naval Force, and it is in short, it is abbreviated as UNAFOR in the Gulf of Aden. A total of 5 warships from our navies participated in this exercise. Indian naval ship stealth frigate INS Triton participated in the 2-day exercise that is what already deployed in the region on an anti-piracy operations. Then government announces to set up 5 Divyangta Khel Kendras. The Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment Tawarchand Gehlot on June 22 announced the setting up of 5 Divyangta Khel Kendras in various parts of the country. Then government appoints Ashish Chandorkar as director at India's WTO mission. Ahead of the World Trade Organization's ministerial conference in 2021, the government of India has appointed a private person, Ashish Chandorkar, as counselor in India's permanent mission in WTO for 3 years. So he has been appointed in WTO. For the very first time, a private person has been appointed at the mission. Ashish Chandorkar is the director of Bengaluru-based policy think tank, Smahi Foundation and Policy and Research. Then cabinet approves inland vessels bill. So this is a news related to your contemporary legal issues. The Union Cabinet on June 16, 2021 approved the Inland Vessel Bill 2021 that will streamline and regulate inland vessels running in the country, said Mansukh Mandaviya, Union Minister, Ports, Shipping and Waterways. The Inland Vessels Bill 2021 will replace Indian Vessels Act 1970. So this new bill will replace Indian Vessels Act 1970. Then Pak Parliamentary Panel approves government's bill to seek review of Kulbhushan Jadhav's conviction. A Pakistani parliamentary panel has approved a government bill that seeks a review of the conviction of death row prisoner Kulbhushan Jadhav, complying with the directives of the International Court of Justice, according to a media report on Thursday. So, the Hague-based ICJ ruled in July 2019 that Pakistan must undertake an effective review and reconsideration of the conviction and sentence of Jadhav, and also to grant consular access to India without further delay. Then, Naftali Bennett has been elected as Israel's new Prime Minister. Naftali Bennett, a multi-millionaire former tech entrepreneur who made his name in politics with the hardline religious nationalist rhetoric, was elected as the new Prime Minister of Israel. The Parliament approved a new government on June 13, 2021. So this is a coalition government, and it sees Bennett serve as a Prime Minister of Israel in a rotation deal before Yair Lapid takes over after 2 years. French Open 2021 final. In this, Novak Djokovic claims 90th Grand Slam, defeats Stefanos Tsitsipas. So in this, Novak Djokovic won a 19th Grand Slam title and became the first man to win all 4 majors twice after coming back from 2 sets down to win against Stefanos Tsitsipas in the French Open final on June 30th. So the Mr. Djokovic is now only major away from reaching the record of 20 that Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer withhold. Then ICC Test Team ranking 2021. New Zealand now has 123 points in ICC Team Test rankings and stands at the first place, while India with 121 points has been pushed to the second spot. Then Election Commission of India releases Atlas on 2019 general elections. The Election Commission of India on June 15, 2021 released General Elections 2091 and Atlas. And the Atlas comprises all statistical figures and data of the General Election 2019. It also consists of 90 tables and 42 thematic maps depicting various facets of the elections. Then World Competitive Index 2021. India maintained its 43rd rank on the World Competitive Index 2021, and this index has been compiled by the Institute for Management Development, Switzerland, and Institute for Management Development and Switzerland topped the 2021 rankings, followed by Sweden at second place. Then ADB to provide $484 million loan for Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor. The Asian Development Bank will be providing a $484 million loan over rupees 3,500 crores to improve transport connectivity and to facilitate industrial development in the Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor in Tamil Nadu. Then ICC inducts 10 cricketers in ICC Hall of Fame. The International Cricket Council inducted 10 new cricketers into the ICC Hall of Fame on June 30, 2021. So from India, legendary Indian cricketer Vinu Makang is among the 10 ICC Hall of Fame inductees for 2021, and he was the first Indian to score 1,000 test run and to take 100 test wickets. Then Microsoft named CEO Satya Nadella as its new chairman. Microsoft Corporation names its Chief Executive Officer Satya Nadella as its new chairman, and he will be replacing John Thompson as the new chairman. UAE, Brazil, Albania, Gabon, Ghana elected to UNSC. The 5 nations UAE, Brazil, Albania, Gabon and Ghana were elected to the UN General Assembly on June 11, 2021 for a 2-year term starting from January 1, 2022. All 5 nations were elected unopposed to the 15-member UN body, and they will replace Vietnam, Estonia, Niger, St. Vincent, Tunisia, and Grenadines, whose terms ended this year. The 10 non-permanent UNSC members are elected by the United Nations General Assembly for 2 years term starting on 1st of January. 5 nations are replaced each year. Then China launches first 3 men crew to its new space station in 5 years. China successfully launched the first 3 men crew to its new space station in its first crewed mission in 5 years on June 17, 2021. The last human space flight by China was launched in 2016. So the 3 astronauts are traveling in Shenzhou 12 spaceship, the name of the spaceship, which was launched by Long March 2 FY-12 rocket. They will carry out experiments, test equipment, conduct maintenance, and will prepare the station for receiving 2 additional modules in 2022. Then world's first student satellite to be launched in 2021. Arctic Astronauts, a Finnish company, will send the world's first wooden satellite into space by the end of 2021. The wooden satellite named Visa Woodsat, designed and developed in Finland, is a cube-shaped nano-satellite scheduled to be launched on a Rocket Lab's Electron rocket in New Zealand in December 2021. So it will be launched from New Zealand. Then G7 leaders agreed to stick to 1.5 degree Celsius temperature rise call for probe into COVID-19 origins. The GA Summit 2021 summit was hosted at the United Kingdom from June 11 to 13, 2021 at Cardiff Bay, Cornwall. The UK holds the presidency of the Group of 7 this year. G7 summit theme was Build Back Better, and they signed a landmark joint commitment to net zero emissions by 2050, which is latest, and keeping a 1.5 degree Celsius temperature rise within reach. All G7 leaders have called for a timely, transparent, expert-led and science-based WHO-convened investigation into the origins of COVID-19. The G7 Summit 2021 was attended in person by US President Joe Biden, UK PM Boris Johnson, Canada's PM Justin Trudeau, Japan's PM Yoshihide Suga, France's Emmanuel Macron, Germany's Angela Merkel, and Italy's Mario Draghi. And it was also represented by European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and European Council President Charles Michel. So these 2 things are there to remember. The President of European Commission is Ursula von der Leyen, and the President of European Council is Charles Michel. Indian PM Narendra Modi, Australia's Prime Minister Scott Morrison, South Korea President Moon Jae-in, and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa attended the G7 outreach sessions on June 12 and 13 in a virtual format due to the ongoing coronavirus crisis. The group of 7 countries bring together some of the world's richest democracies. This is the UK, US, Canada, Japan, France, Germany, and Italy, along with representatives of the EU. Then Defense Minister Rajnath Singh approved Rs 498.8 crores budgetary support for defense innovation. The UN Defense Minister Rajnath Singh on June 13, 2021 gave his approval to the budgetary support of Rs 498.8 crores to the Innovations for Defense Excellence, in short IDEX, and Defense Innovation Organization DIO for the next 5 years. And it has been given to boost the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan of PM, and the primary objective is self-reliance and indigenization in defense and aerospace sector of the country. Then Indian diplomat Nagaraj Naidu to be UNGA President's Chief de Cabinet for first time. Nagaraj Naidu, India Deputy Ambassador to United Nations on June 10, 2021 was appointed the Chief de Cabinet of the President-elect of the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly, and Maldives Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid. His tenure will last for 1 year. Then Assam declares Dehing Patkai as its 7th national park. The Environment and Forest Minister of Assam, Parimal Suklabaidya, announced that Dehing Patkai has been declared as the 7th National Park of Assam. The notification regarding the same was declared on June 9, 2021. Assam got its 7th National Park within 2 weeks after Ramiona National Park in the Bodoland Territorial Region was notified as the 6th National Park on World Environment Day on June 5, 2021. So on June 5, 2021, Bodoland Territorial Region, a national park, namely Ramiona National Park in the Bodoland Territorial Region, was notified as the 6th National Park. Then comes El Salvador becomes first country to make Bitcoin legal tender. El Salvador on June 9, 2021 became the first country in the world to grant legal tender status to Bitcoin. The El Salvador Congress approved the bill to make Bitcoin a legal tender in the country. Then one also important thing to remember, the president of El Salvador is Nayib Bukele. Then COVID-19, village in J&K becomes India's first to achieve 100% vaccination of adults. Vian village in Bandipora district of Jammu and Kashmir on June 8, 2021 became the first village in India to achieve 100% vaccination of eligible adults against COVID-19. Then Anup Chandra Pandey, former UP cadre bureaucrat, appointed as election commissioner. So let us see his background. Anup Chandra Pandey, who retired as a chief secretary of UP in August 2019, will be joining the poll panel as one of the 2 election commissioners, the other being Rajiv Kumar. And yes. Then India's GDP estimated to grow at 8.3% in financial year 2021 to 2022, and this has been estimated by World Bank in its World Bank's June 2021 Global Economic Prospects Report. Then Russia builds its first fully stealth warship. Russia is building its first stealth naval warship that will be fully equipped with stealth technology, making it hard to detect by enemy vessels. This was reported by the Russian media on June 8, 2021. And the full stealth warship Mercury naval corvette has been hit with delays, but it is expected to be delivered to the Russian Navy by next year. The building of the vessel has been called Project 20386. Then top 10 most livable cities. Auckland tops EIU's Global Livability Ranking 2021. So in this ranking, Auckland in New Zealand has topped. And this has been released in the Economist Intelligence Unit's annual Global Livability Ranking. The National Institute of Immunology receives trademark for India's first indigenous tumor antigen SPAG9. The Department of Biotechnology announced on June 4, 2021 that the SPAG9 antigen, which has been developed by the National Institute of Immunology, has received the ASPA G and IITM trademark. This is SPAG9 is India's first indigenous tumor antigen, which was discovered in 1998 by Dr. Anil Suri. He heads the cancer research program at the National Institute of Immunology, a DBT institute. Then Assam to present its own civilian awards on lines of Bharat Ratna Padma Awards, and the name of the awards are Assam Vibhushan, Assam Bhushan and Assam Shri. Then Dinko Singh, Asian Games gold medalist boxer, passes away at 42. And she was an Asian Games gold medalist in 1998 that raised the moral of success-starved Indian boxing and further went on to inspire the Olympic medalists such as Mary Kom and Vijender Singh. So he has been the inspiration of the boxing players. Then anti-foreign sanction law. China passes law to counter foreign sanctions against officials entities. The new law provides a comprehensive legal cover for blocking foreign sanctions against Chinese officials and entities and protection from long-arm jurisdiction, especially from the US. The law was first time introduced during NPC's annual session in March 2021. The anti-foreign sanctions law will safeguard China's national integrity, sovereignty, and core interest, oppose Western hegemonism and power politics. So it is actually to tackle the foreign sanctions against its officials. Then ICMR approves Meryl self-use rapid antigen test kit. Meryl, a Gujarat-based medtech firm, on June 10, 2021 announced that its self-use rapid antigen test for COVID-19, which is named as CoviFine, has received approval from the Indian Council of Medical Research. Meryl's CoviFine test kit will facilitate early detection, isolation, treatment, and contact tracing. Then US announces to donate 500 million Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine doses to 100 poor nations. The United States government will spend $3.5 billion to buy and donate 500 million doses of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine to some of the poorest countries of the world. The country has also asked the G7 nations to follow the suit. Then, iFamiliar, Interpol launches global database to identify missing persons. The International Criminal Police Organization known as Interpol has launched a new global database named iFamiliar to identify the missing individuals through family DNA and to help police solve the cold cases in the member countries. By the late 2020s, Interpol had issued more than 12,000 active Euro notices, which are international police alerts for missing persons. So to identify the missing persons, now cutting-edge scientific research has been used along with the DNA of the relatives to identify the missing individuals. Then Russia formally pulls out of Open Skies Treaty. Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a law on June 7, 2021 that formalizes Russia's exit from the Open Skies Treaty. The move comes from the US President Joe Biden. Joe Biden informed that the United States will not rejoin the Open Skies Treaty with Russia in response to the country's failure to take any action to return the compliance. So Open Skies Treaty is a key arms control pact that allows member countries to conduct short notice unarmed overflights to survey each other's military facilities. And it is a member, as Open Skies Treaty has been signed by 35 nations. And the treaty was negotiated in 1992 and came into force on January 1st, 2002. Then India selected to United Nations Economic and Social Council for 2022 to 2024 term. India has been elected to the UN Economic and Social Council, one of the 6 main organs of the United Nations for the 2022 to 2024. And Economic and Social Council has 54 members for advancing the 3 dimensions of sustainable development: economic, social, and environment. India was selected to the UN ECO's SOC in the Asia Pacific category along with Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, and Oman. Then FIFA World Cup 2022 qualifier Sunil Chhetri overtakes Messi to become highest active international goal scorer. Indian football team captain Sunil Chhetri on June 7, 2021 became the second highest active international goal scorer after he overtook Argentina's star footballer Lionel Messi in the preliminary round match for FIFA World Cup 2022 and AFC Asian Cup 2023 joint qualifiers. He overtook Lionel Messi to become the second highest active international goal scorer with 74 goals. So with 74 goals, Sunil Chhetri has overtaken Messi to become the second highest active international goal scorer. Then World Bank approves USD 500 million program to help boost MSME sector in India. The Board of Executive Directors of the World Bank has given approval to a $500 million program to support India's nationwide initiative to boost the MSME sector of the country, which has been heavily impacted by the coronavirus crisis. Then International Booker Prize. This question is from Books and Author. David Diop becomes first French winner for World War I story. David Diop, a French novelist, on June 2, 2021 won the prestigious International Booker Prize for the books translated into English with his World War I novel At Night All Blood is Black. The Paris-born writer became the first French winner of the prize in a ceremony which was broadcasted online from Coventry Cathedral in central England. The prize is awarded for a book translated into English and published in the United Kingdom or Ireland. Then World Environment Day 2021. On this day, PM Modi highlights ethanol as one of major priorities of 21st century India. So each year on June 5, World Environment Day is observed all around the world with an aim to engage citizens, businesses and governments to understand the importance of the environment and address environmental issues. And this year, the focus was on the ecosystem restoration with the theme was Reimagine, Recreate, Restore. This is the theme of this year and the focus was on ecosystem restoration. Then Defence Ministry clears Indian Navy's mega submarine tender worth rupees 43,000. The Defence Acquisition Council chaired by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on June 4, 2021 cleared the Indian Navy's request for proposal for a mega submarine tender worth rupees 43,000 crore under Project P75 India, in short P75I, under the Strategic Partnership Model. The Project 75 India under the Strategic Partnership Model will facilitate the indigenous construction of 6 conventional digital electric submarines. The tender has been issued to 2 Indian strategic partners. First one is Larsen & Toubro L&T and Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Project 75 India, announced in 2017, is a landmark approval and the first project to be approved under the strategic partnership model. This will be one of the largest Make in India projects in the submarine construction ecosystem in India. The NASA announces plans to launch 2 new missions to Venus, its first in decade. The National Aeronautics and Space Agency on June 2, 2021 announced its plans of launching 2 new scientific missions to Venus between 2028 and 2030, and these missions will be launched by NASA. The 2 missions to the Earth's so-called sister planet by NASA will be its first one in decades and will study the atmosphere and geological features of the planet. The 2 missions are dubbed Da Vinci Plus, short for Deep Atmosphere Venus Investigation of Novel Gases, Chemistry and Imaging, and Veritas, an acronym for Venus Emissivity, Radio Size, Insert, Topography and Spectrography. The New Zealand Science Artemis Accords. New Zealand on May 31, 2021 signed the US-led Artemis Accords with NASA during a ceremony in Wellington, thereby joining an international agreement to cooperate with NASA on peaceful, safe, sustainable, transparent and transparent space exploration. Peter Crabtree, the head of the New Zealand Space Agency, signed the Artemis Accord, thereby making New Zealand the 11th country to sign the Artemis Accord, a blueprint for space cooperation supporting NASA's mission to send back humans to the moon by 2021 and launching a historic human mission to Mars. Then Niti Aayog's SDG Index 2021. So in this you need to remember that it has been the 3rd edition has been released this year. A 3rd edition of the Sustainable Development Goals India Index and Dashboard 2020 to 2021 has been released. Dr. Rajiv Kumar, Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog, launched in the report titled SDG India Index and Dashboard 2021, Partnership in the Decade of Action. So this is the report and the title of the report is SDG India Index and Dashboard 2020 to 2021, Partnership in the Decade of Action. In this, Kerala ranked as the top performing state with a score of 75, while Bihar was the worst performing state with a score of 52 in the Niti Aayog's SDG India Index 2020 to 2021. The SDG India is designed and developed by Niti Aayog with the extensive consultation with the states and union territories. So it has been designed and developed by Niti Aayog with extensive consultations with the states and union territories, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, UN agencies led by the United Nations in India and the key union ministries. Former Judge Arun Kumar Mishra takes charge as NHRC Chairman. The former Judge of Supreme Court Arun Kumar Mishra on June 2, 2021 took charge as the Chairman of the National Human Rights Commission. Arun Kumar Mishra took over as a Supreme Court judge in 2014 and had retired from the apex court in September 2020. So the former judge of the Supreme Court, Arun Kumar Mishra, has been appointed as NHRC chairman. Veteran politician Isaac Herzog becomes 11th president of Israel. Labour veteran Isaac Herzog has been elected as 11th president of Israel in a secret ballot in the Knesset parliament. The 60-year-old will be the first president of Israel who is the son of a former president. Herzog's father, Chaim Herzog, had also served as Israel's head of state between 1983 and 1993. Then BRICS foreign ministers vow to combat terrorism, resolve Iran nuclear deal issue. At the BRICS foreign minister meetings chaired by India's EAM, that means External Affairs Minister Jaishankar, 5 BRICS member nations announced their resolution to effectively combat terrorism and Iran nuclear deal issue through diplomatic and peaceful ways. So the 5 BRICS nations are Brazil, Russia, India and China. Then foreign minister meeting was first held in 2006, the 4 nations, and later in 2009 the BRICS summit was held. Later in 2010 the BRICS becomes BRICS with acceptance of South Africa as a full member country during a BRICS foreign ministers meeting. So it was earlier known as BRICS, and South Africa became the member in the year 2010. BRICS is a group of major emerging economies that comprise over 16% share of world trade, 24% of the world GDP and 41% of the world population. ICC makes ODI World 2027-2031 to have 14 teams. ICC makes T20 World Cup to have 20 teams from 2024. The International Cricket Council board confirmed on June 1, 2021 that the Mace ODI World Cup in 2027 and 2031 will be a 14-team event. So from in year 2021 and in 2031, when the next World Cup will held, the total number of members will be 14. Then Vice Admiral Ravneet Singh takes charge as Deputy Chief of Naval Staff. Vice Admiral Ravneet Singh took charge as Deputy Chief of Naval Staff on June 1, 2021. He succeeds Vice Admiral Muralidhar Sadashiv Pawar, who superannuated on May 31, 2021. So Vice Admiral Ravneet Singh takes charge as Deputy Chief of Naval Staff. Then Tata Steel's TV Narendra becomes new president of CII. The Confederation of Indian Industry on June 1, 2021 announced that it has selected TV Narendran, CEO and Managing Director of Tata Steel, as its new president for 2021 to 2022. He will take over from Uday Kotak, CEO and Managing Director of Kotak Mahindra Bank. Kappa and Delta, WHO names COVID-19 variants first found in India. So the variants are B.1.617.1 and B.1.617.2. COVID-19 variants that were first identified in India have been named as Kappa and Delta respectively by the World Health Organization. The announcement by the WHO came on May 31, 2021, nearly 3 weeks after India objected to B.1.617 mutant of the coronavirus being termed as an Indian variant in media reports. The Union Health Ministry of India pointed that the UN's top health body has not used the word India for this strain in this document. Sang Hin Hung sets world record by becoming the fastest woman to scale Mount Everest. So Sang In Hung has created a new world record by climbing the world's highest peak mountain Everest in just 25 hours and 50 minutes, becoming the fastest woman to scale the peak. The 45-year-old beat the earlier record of 39 hours and 6 minutes, which was set by Nepali woman climber Funjo Jangmu Lama. Israel-Palestinian conflict. Israel launches airstrikes on Gaza Strip, first since ceasefire after 11 days of war. So this is the first ceasefire after 11 days of war. The Israeli Air Force launched airstrikes in the Gaza Strip on June 16, 2021, the first time after the declaration of a ceasefire following 11 days of war. The airstrikes came after Palestinians sent incendiary balloons into southern Israel as per Israel's military. Israel launched missile attacks on targets in the Gaza City area and in the city of Khan Yunis in the southwestern part of the Palestinian enclave. The Israeli army spokesperson said that earlier balloons laden with explosives were launched from the Gaza Strip in the direction of Israeli settlements near the border, sparking fires, and the army intends to react. So this is the end of this slide, and I hope you all like this session. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel. These news events are very important for our upcoming LLM entrance examination because current affairs is a syllabus for Jamia as well as ILI LLM entrance examination, and contemporary legal issues are also a part of the syllabus for DU LLM entrance examination. So this is very helpful for your upcoming legal entrance examinations. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. Till we meet the next time. Thank you.